Well, good afternoon, everybody. And in case you don't recognize me, this is Doc Frost without his beard and mustache. Funny thing, when you're using trimmers in the morning to trim your mustache, make sure you have plenty of coffee before you do that. I took the guard off to clean the trimmers and thought the guard was on it and proceeded to take off half of my mustache. Now, I haven't looked like this since I graduated from the police academy 37 years ago. So, fortunately, it will grow back quickly. I don't recognize myself, so I'm not exactly sure that this is me talking to you right now. This could be an alien that came in and kidnapped my body. But with that in mind, I will press on. So, one of the things I want to do is I want to thank all of you for the work that you have put into Module 7. This is certainly the lion's share of the week. I'm amazed when I look at how it is that they anticipated that you were going to be able to do this assignment and to be able to do it within 4 to 6 pages. I mean, I guess theoretically it could be done. I just don't know how. I would say the average length of this assignment is running somewhere between 10 and 12 pages in length. So I have already got, I think 16 already graded. So what I've been trying to do throughout the course of the semester is as soon as you get your work in, I want to get it out to you. So that way you're not hanging around wondering, am I on point? Am I missing something? And please, if you've missed the mark a little bit and I send you some copies of material because, again, I appreciate everybody in here who has volunteered to let me use their work. I do that out of care and concern because I can go through and grade a paper that might have been mistakenly constructed. I guess that's the nicest way to put it. Just didn't hit the mark. So instead of giving you a really bad grade, what I do is I send some examples and say, take what you have and reconstruct it so that it fits this format. That way I can give you a really good grade instead of a really bad grade because I'm not in the bad grade business. I don't get paid any more for A's than I do for F's, but I like getting, having all of you get more A's than certainly F's. Not that I think that any of you are going to get F's, but anyway, you know what I mean. So, quality of paper has been outstanding. Like I told you over the last couple of weeks, I said, this assignment number 7 is really a collaborative of everything that you've already done. It's really a cut and paste format that you can take from assignments that you've already done, already written, already constructed, and then you just reformat it to fit this criteria. And again, for all of those people that took the good doctor's advice about creating these little subcategories, looking at the 16 different category of rubric, 15 of them are applicable to these categories. And my easiest recommendation was to take one subcategory, header, and create a narrative paragraph that goes along with that. So some of you have created paragraphs, pages, that go along with one of those subcategories. I mean, it has been exceptional. All of you have done really, I've never really seen my upper lip before. It's kind of weird. Well, not never, but I haven't seen it for almost 40 years. So that's kind of weird. So, but I digress. Again, I have to look at myself while I do this, so it's kind of really strange. Interesting. So with that being said, is there anything that I am missing out of that? If you have any bad work. If you have any back work, none of you have any bad work. It's all good work. If you have any back work, feel free to put it in there. Now, some of you, what I do when I go through the threaded discussions is when I grade it, I will find some areas like, let's say you had a mind cramp and you just didn't reply to 2 of your peers. I tell you in that feedback, all you have to do is just go back in and respond to 2 of your peers, and I will give you credit and adjust your grade accordingly. But I've also said in those categories for you to email me when you do that. If I don't receive an email, I can't go back in and dig into this wide berth of threaded discussions, wondering if you did it or not. So that's the responsibility that you have for actually missing some of the criteria in the assignment. So I give you the power and control over your own grade in that assignment. If you want a better grade, let me know that you've done that. Let me know that you've gone in and provided an addendum to that particular assignment. But you have to let me know. If you don't let me know, I'm not going to be able to adjust the grade. Let's see, looking at Module 8. Module 8, believe it or not, in the grand scheme of things, is some pretty light lifting, particularly after getting this laborious final assignment done. So congratulations. Believe it or not, we're coming up to the last week. And the last week is not going to be that heavy lifting for you, nor for me, which is a good thing. So when we look at what it talks about, really, by the end of this module, you'll be able to summarize how Justice 101 affected your views on the criminal justice system. Sounds rather ambiguous. Maybe, maybe not. And then what you have to do is our last wonderful threaded discussion. So 8.1 discussion, criminal justice system questions. Reflect on the information presented in this course. What information has been the most valuable to you and why? To you, not to me, not to others, to you. What have you gotten? What have you received from taking this class, other than these beautifully narrated videos? Which I have to say, apparently not many professors do this. So I appreciate all the feedback and all the pats on the back from people that have said, Doc, we really appreciate you doing this. It's a way for you to better connect with us. So cool. Now that my son taught me how to do this, I'm going to keep doing this. So I appreciate that. What information changed or supported your opinion of the criminal justice system in the greatest way, and then how? Okay? To complete the assignment, review the rubric. And so when we look at the rubric, let's see, it should be consistent with, oh man, it is really simple. Comprehension, timeliness, engagement, writing mechanics. That's it. So this really is, in the grand scheme of things, this is light lifting this week. I appreciate that. I'm at the end of 5 classes. I have 3 classes that I've already wrapped up. The only thing I have left to do is to do final grading for those. I have 2 online classes that I'm doing, so then I'll be done with these. And then I'll have 3 weeks off before I start doing another hybrid class, which normally takes place at the main campus in southern New Hampshire. Because I am coming to you again from Newmarket, New Hampshire. And it is me, Doc Frost. I know you're confused. It's like, where's all the gray beard? I don't know. People tell me I look younger. That's not a stretch. I'm a fossil. How can I look any older when you think about it? I have long hair. I need a haircut. God, I can't wait for all this COVID stuff to be done. So anyhow, that's it. That's all we have to do. That's all that you have to do. And feel free in those threads, in those discussions, if you want to give me some personal feedback, if you want to talk about, what it is that you valued from the course from the perspective of what I had to offer. I mean, again, I don't have any creativity really in these classes because they are what they are. I mean, they're already done. I just facilitate them. But I hope that you have enjoyed my facilitation. I hope that you have gotten something from that, because remember, I work for you. You don't work for me. You're the consumer. You're paying for this. So I have an obligation to do the best job that I can for you. And I hope I have done that. I really do. That's my objective. I've been teaching for 25 years as an adjunct professor to undergrad and graduate students. I take it very seriously. But I also like to have some fun. I also like to make some jokes. So with that, this will be the last video that you will receive from me. I know. You don't have to start crying now. Don't lament the fact it's not over yet. But I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope that, the first batch of vaccine has gone out today. So let's take care of the people that need it the first, the most, the best. Let's take care of them first. Your age group, my age group, we're not going to get it for a considerable amount of time. And I'm okay with that. I would rather protect the most vulnerable among us. So with that, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. And I hope that this has been an opportunity for education and not for schooling. I hope you don't just look at this class as another check mark off of what it is that you had to do in order to fulfill your degree requirements. So, as always, consider me a resource in the future. If you are looking for a career in law enforcement and you're going to be taking a test, you're going to be going through an oral board, you're going to be doing some sort of hiring process within the criminal justice system, don't forget the good doctor. Give me a call. If you want some advice, I will be glad to help you, because part of my responsibility is to make sure that the next generation coming into law enforcement is going to do even a better job than my generation did. So with that, thanks everybody. Good job. I appreciate you all. Let's finish strong. Let's get this done. Let's get it done right. And I will keep you in my thoughts. Bye, everybody. Thanks for a great class.